Hello and welcome back to the Marathon Agent Podcast. I am your host, Antonio McNeil. Let's get started. We're going to talk about the 4-hour rule that I applied to my real estate career that really helped me stay consistent with my business and helped my business go to the next level. Appreciate you for watching, and just know this, anybody can be an entrepreneur. It just takes you first and the belief in yourself. So now that I got that out of the way, let's talk about this 4-hour rule that I applied to my life. I started doing this 4-hour rule when I was 20 years old. I got my real estate license at 19 years old, and when I was 19, I was all over the place. Girl, I was tripping. One thing you know as an entrepreneur, if you're watching this, is nobody creates your own schedule for you. So if you're a real estate agent, especially a real estate agent, you have to find time in your day, 24 hours a day, to work at building up your career, and nobody is telling you when to do it. You have to create the time, whether it's from 12 to 6 or 11 to 5 or 1 to 5. You have to find a way to make a schedule to keep your business consistent. I would do maybe 8 hours of real estate work one day, and then 2 days I would do no real estate work. I wouldn't generate business. I wouldn't do open houses because I was overwhelmed with 8 hours in one day. When I started realizing how inconsistent that was, I really started trying to find a way to structure myself to where I was consistently working on real estate daily, not just one day and then another 2 days off and then another day I'm back at it. Wanted to find a way to get out of that rut my first year. I had no home sold and I was struggling, so there was a problem. And that's why this 4-hour rule really helped me when I was 20, and it's why I took it very serious. When I started doing my 4-hour rule, I was doing the 4-hour rule 5 days a week, 4 hours a day, minimum. I'm not talking 2 days out of the week, 3 days, no. 4 to 5 days minimum, 4 hours each day. That's what I was doing, and that really helped set a standard for my real estate career even before I knew it. From my first year, I went to 0 sales in real estate, and then after applying this amazing 4-hour work rule to my life, I went from 0 to 6 deals the following year. So it already was like a game changer. I was like, damn, look at me, you know what I'm saying? I felt all good about it, but that wasn't enough. Still continued this 4-hour rule every day for at least 4 to 5 days a week, focusing on generating business for my real estate career. Even after I got the first 6 deals, I wasn't done. I continued to do the same method, and eventually it got me to the point where I bought my first condo in 2019, and then where I bought my second property in Palm Springs a couple years later. And this method still applies in my real estate career, and it's the same reason why I'm able to be a full-time realtor. I want to help you apply this 4-hour rule to your life. How do you apply the 4-hour rule to your daily life as an entrepreneur? Let's talk about it. Now, one of the first ways to apply the 4-hour rule to your work life is to generate 4 hours each day of the week to focus on building up business for your career. Whether you're a real estate agent, whether you're a business owner of some sort, this method alone will help you with keeping your 4-hour rule consistent in your daily work life. For me, it's all about finding your niche, your niches. And in case you don't know what the niche means, it's right here for you below. But a niche essentially is a way that you generate business for yourself. It's a way that you know how to bring in money for the job that you have. So for me as a real estate agent, I have about 2 to 3 niches that I'm really good at. And what is that? Would be open houses, social media marketing, and referrals. Referrals from past clients. That's how I do my business. Those 3 niches alone help me stay a full-time real estate agent. But it doesn't happen overnight. Those niches that I built out for myself, doing open houses, doing the referral business, social media marketing, that all took time and consistency doing the same work daily. You have to find niches in your business that will be effective for you. Because, for example, there are some niches that may work for me that don't work for you as a real estate agent. Like open houses, if you don't like shaking people's hand that are strangers to you, you're probably not going to do good in open houses because your goal is to pick up new buyers. And if you have a phobia of talking to strangers in person, but you're better doing phone calls like cold calling, that might be your best bet, because with cold calling, you are calling people who are interested in buying, kind of like an open house, but there's less pressure for both people because it's a phone call. But for me, I get real nervous with cold calls because I'm calling somebody who's like, who the hell are you? But some agents do amazing with cold calls. So again, focus 4 hours out of each day for 4 to 5 days a week on building up your business and locating niches that work for you. If you can find time, to go hang out with friends for a couple of hours, shoot the shit, you can find 4 hours on a consistent basis to build up your business, honey. Okay. You have to keep it consistent. And this is why I say at least 4 to 5 days a week. Because if you're only doing this 4-hour rule like 1-2 days a week, even if it's Monday, Tuesday, every Monday, Tuesday you're doing it. What about Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like all those other days? Like, are you working? Are you doing anything with your business? And if you still have a part-time job on the days that you're not working, that's still not really benefiting you, because remember, if you are an entrepreneur and you have a part-time job right now, you're not trying to be at the part-time job forever. So if you have this 4-hour rule consistent in your head to do every day instead of just Monday, Tuesday, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, oh my God, you will see how amazing your life will change and how much your business will build up quicker by doing at least 4 to 5 days. There were times when I was 19 years old and I would do 8 hours one day of just cold calling, door knocking, open houses, like all within a day. And then it's like, okay, the next day I'm so tired and I'm defeated and I don't want to do anything real estate work related for another 4 days. And that is a bad pattern to have as an entrepreneur, because if you're overworking yourself in one day versus separating the work on a more consistent basis out of the whole week, you're going to see how unstructured your life becomes and how chaotic it feels. And when you really think about it, if you just do 4 hours versus 8 to 10 hours in a day, you're going to see more consistent results and you're going to see your career take heights that you've never seen before. I guarantee it. Another important way to apply the 4-hour rule to your work life is to make sure that you're picking the best times out of the day to use the 4-hour rule. And what do I mean by this? If you do have a part-time job, like I did at In-N-Out, my hours were from 4 a.m. to 11 a.m. So I had to find time outside of those hours at In-N-Out to utilize my business and use the 4-hour work rule. I was able to find my perfect time from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. These times on Monday through Friday, when I was 19, 20, 21 years old, this method was helping my business tremendously. My first year, I sold 0 properties. By my third year, I was close to 20 properties sold in 1 year. And because I found ways to work around my part-time job, my family life, my personal life, I always found time to find the best 4 hours in a day. That way I had no excuses to say I couldn't do the work today. And that's the whole thing about being an entrepreneur. You never have a set time. So even if you find that you're usually able to work like from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. on your business, there might be a day where you're busy and you have to maybe show a property. It's okay, as long as you keep that method that you are working to build up your business on certain parts of the day that work best for you. Keep it consistent, and you can work around different times later on as you keep a consistent structure for the first year or two. Remember, you want to create consistency. It's very important to do it, especially doing this 4-hour rule, because the only reason why you want to apply the 4-hour rule is to create more positive patterns that will help you become a successful entrepreneur, and it will show you how much you are really putting into your business when it feels like you're not getting anywhere. This 4-hour rule will really put things in perspective, especially if you're doing the work that needs to be done. You're going to be more happier doing the grunt work and feel more proud of yourself when you make it to the finish line. Now, why is the 4-hour work rule important? It helps you create a structure and a schedule for you on a daily basis where you never have to worry about falling behind with your work as an entrepreneur. If you have tasks that you have to do every day and you feel like you can't get ahead, having this work schedule where you're consistently finding 4 hours a day to do work for your business, you will start to see how easier it becomes, because it's like a part of your daily life. Like before, your daily life was revolving more around your friends, your family, but since you're trying to build up your business now, your other extra time is focusing solely on a daily structure where you're able to build up business. That's the biggest reason why it's important to do the 4-hour rule. It creates consistency and helps you with your schedule and staying consistent with it. It will definitely help you with discipline. And when I'm talking about discipline, I'm talking about utilizing your time productively in a way where you're not wasting your time with people who may not understand your business, who may not want to see you grow, whether they say, yay, I'm happy for you, but they're really not happy for you. This 4-hour rule will definitely help you stay disciplined and focused on the prize. And the prize for you could be a new house, a new car, leveling up your business. If you are trying to get to the next level being an entrepreneur, this will teach you how to be disciplined, the 4-hour rule. It's the hardest thing detaching from old groups of friends and family who don't understand you as an entrepreneur. It's hard to pull away from them if you're not disciplined yourself. If you fall under the trap of, you don't see me anymore, we don't hang out, like what's going on? I don't care. Let it go. Let it go. Because if you don't, it's always going to be like an anchor on you where you are being influenced easily by people who are not here to help you with your business taking off. And that's why I say if you are able to apply this consistently for 4 to 5 days out of your life or your week, you're going to see those results come in a lot more quicker. Which leads me to my next point. If you are able to do the 4-hour rule for your daily life, 4 to 5 days a week, you will see results quicker, whether you're a real estate agent or any type of business man or woman. For me, being a real estate agent, I've seen results so much more quicker than I ever thought I would. And like I said, my first year, I had 0 sales, okay? 0, because I wasn't doing anything to be consistent, disciplined, and focus on the prize in real estate. And now, since I've been doing the 4-hour rule for over 2 years, I've been able to see so many things in my real estate career take off right before my eyes where I'm like, damn, I did that. Oh, I closed that deal. I made how much on this? And it's all because I was consistent, I stayed disciplined, and I waited to see the finish line. I didn't, get tired and give up, throw in the towel. I didn't have anybody anchoring me down who wasn't supporting my business. I removed toxic friends, family, whatever it took, and I focused on my 4-hour rule daily. Doing that got rid of all the extra noise that I had in my life, and I was able to really take it far. And I really wouldn't be here right now in my house in Palm Springs talking to you about the 4-hour rule if I never did it, right? And I would never have what I have if it wasn't for the consistent work that I was doing in those 4 hours daily. I was calling people who are looking to buy or sell. That wasn't my favorite thing to do, but I like doing other things. I loved doing open houses. I would do marketing for open houses. I would post them online. I would pay Facebook dollars, Instagram dollars to let people know that my open house is coming up this weekend. And that was helping me build up business. I wasn't doing that just 1-2 days out of the week. I was doing that at least 4 to 5 days a week, 4 hours a day. My message and my advice to all young entrepreneurs, any entrepreneur for that matter, do not burn yourself out. And that's why I say it's very important to be consistent and to be disciplined. It's very important to do this 4-hour rule at least 4 to 5 days a week, but do not do it every single day where you're not giving yourself any time to relax, to see life in a different perspective. Because one thing about being an entrepreneur, if you're easily able to structure yourself and be disciplined from the get-go, you can go on this roller coaster ride where you just are unhinged after year 3 of your career because you never took the necessary time to relax and chill. Take it from somebody like me. I'm very successful, but I've had my moments where I burned out and people are like, are you okay, girl? But it's because I wasn't taking the necessary breaks that I needed to take. So if there's one mistake that I did when I was doing my 4-hour rule is I was doing it a lot of times 7 days a week. And after a year of doing that, while I found a lot of success in my career and things were, turning up for me in a good way, it still came at a price of my mental health, of stressing too much, my family in my ear, friends in my ear. It became a lot. And if you don't focus on taking time to educate yourself on what's going on with you while you're busy working and building up something, you definitely will fall in a pattern where it could be destructive for you. You might be so productive for 3 years just working, but if you don't take the break, you could just falter and lose all of your business. And trust me, nobody wants to do that. Being an entrepreneur is hard enough, so it's just very important to realize while you need to be consistent and you need to be disciplined, you also need to give yourself proper time to heal and just chill for at least a day. If you already did 5 days a week and you already worked 4 hours those 5 days for the week, maybe go to the beach for a day, for a couple hours, just chill, go watch a movie, go to the gym, go have a drink with a friend that's not toxic. Always remember, it takes you first. You have the ability, you have everything it takes to be the successful entrepreneur that you want to be. It just applies a little bit of some self-discipline and consistency on your part. As long as you believe in yourself and you know that anybody can do it, you can do it. Go out there. I'm here to educate. I'm here to help a lot of young millennials, Gen Z entrepreneurs who really don't feel like they have anybody they can go to. I can tell you, when I started at 19 years old, nobody believed in me. I told you already, I only had 0 deals my first year. And then by the time I was 21, I had closed almost 10 deals. And then by the time I was 23, I had sold 20 plus deals. So things get better. If I could do it, if I could get out of it, you can definitely get out of it, my friend. So thank you again for listening to today's episode. Remember, in the words of Coach B, go be amazing. Go take what's yours. Have an amazing day.